Welcome to DSTV in another episode where we're interviewing Hilary Jones, who's a Fulbright scholar at the University of Wisconsin in Madison. We made it to the battleground of Wisconsin today to trace the life of Hilary Jones. So welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Professor.
All right, so let's do this. How did you come to the University of Wisconsin?
I got myself to University of Wisconsin. It was not a choice that I made, but it was a choice that I made to come to the United States. But I never made the choice to come to the University of Wisconsin. I came here through J1 visa under the Fulbright program. And as I mentioned before, the program is known as Foreign Language Teaching Assistant, which is normally abbreviated as FLTA. And I did the application online, and I was finally selected. Let me use the word finally selected, because it was not the first attempt, as I mentioned before.
It's not the first time you had applied for it?
It was not the first attempt. I was making the applications online. And
How many times have you tried to come under this program?
4 times. So I succeeded in the fourth one.
1, 2, 3, 4 times.
Yeah, I succeeded in the 4th one. And I was submitting applications online using my mobile phone.
From Kenya?
From Kenya.
Somebody would think that...
That's why I'm saying I made the decision to come to the United States, but I never made the decision to come to the University of Wisconsin. Here I was placed by IIE. IIE is the Institute of International Education. It funds this program under the Fulbright.
Even when you didn't make it the first time, you applied again?
I applied again. And I was selected, shortlisted again for the interviews.
Each of those 3 times?
Yeah, of course.
You went up to
the interview stage.
But you didn't make it. But still you tried again and again?
Still I tried again. In fact, for the last one, which brought me here, after we had done the interviews and I had forgotten, we waited for the result until I had forgotten about the interview. Then one moment when I was just seated in the staff room and I was going through my phone and I was just going, I kept on shifting between WhatsApp to Facebook to emails. And then when I went to emails, I saw something like, "Congratulations." And then I was like, what?
Shock.
Yeah, it was a shock. And when I saw the name was Austin. Austin is in US Embassy in Nairobi. And he had just emailed me congratulating me.
That name was familiar because previously it was a regret previously.
So this name had become a regret before. But this time round, it was a success.
Hold it right there. Today we are talking about Hilary Jones. He mentions he was in a staff room. So you were a teacher?
Yes, exactly.
Where? What were you teaching? And anything in between?
Immediately before coming to the United States, I was teaching at a school known as Missions of Hope International. Missions of Hope is international. I think it's a private organization school that's sponsored by, I think, some from the United States here. Yeah, but I was in the branch. The school is based in Pangani, Nairobi, but I was in the branch which is in Joska, somewhere in Machakos County.
Okay.
It is Machakos, but very close to Nairobi.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was in the Joska branch. It's a girls' high school.
What were you teaching?
Just English and literature.
English and literature.
Yeah, and I was the head of the languages department, the HOD.
What was the name of the school again?
Missions of Hope International.
Students of Mission of Hope International. You are English teacher.
Yeah.
Is here. He's in the US. If you are looking for him, here he is. Talk to your students.
Hello, everyone. I am Hilary Jones, the former teacher of, I can say immediate former teacher of Missions of Hope International School at the girls branch located in Joska. And in the US currently teaching Swahili. It's a foreign language in the United States. Thank you so much and welcome to the program. If you have got a chance, you can subscribe if there is that possibility. Thank you.
Surely you can subscribe to this channel, and you can also follow your teacher Hilary Jones on this channel as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very interested, Hilary, because every time I look at you, you talk of having applied 4 times. What is this thing that you really wanted to achieve? What is this really thing that was motivating you to apply again and again and again?
Oh, first of all, I was looking at the state of teachers in Kenya. The state the teachers in Kenya are in. Here is a nation that was subjecting teachers to 2-year internship in junior high school, and they are paying 20,000 Kenyan shilling.
You mean new teachers from college?
The teachers, generally teachers, in Kenya, whether you're from college or you have stayed for some 3 years after your graduation, if you want to be hired in junior high school in Kenya, you have to go under internship for 2 years.
And you're a qualified teacher. 20,000 Kenya shillings.
And they subject to deduction, including the housing levy. At the end, you remain with 16,000 shilling, and you live in Nairobi.
That's about.
And I'm speaking from experience because my wife is also a teacher, and my wife decided to go for that internship, and I didn't go for it. And I was seeing what they were going through, and I never wanted. In other words, I was better in the private way of teaching more than going to the internship way.
16,000 Kenya shillings is about $110 a month.
Yeah. A month.
You were running away from that situation.
Yeah, I was running away from that situation. So I just wanted to get a greener pasture. And as you know, the United States is a land of greener pastures and a lot of opportunities that if you just plunge yourself into, you can make good use of them. You can succeed.
You knew what you have is your education.
Yeah,
you are trying to get the best price for it.
The best price, because I also paid for it. In high school, we paid for it. My mother paid for it. My father paid for it. Everybody invested in me when I was being educated.
Including university loans?
Including the Kenyan government through the HELB loan. And some people just want to use it as if you got it for free and you have to give it back for free.
Yet you have skills to teach even Swahili, which you didn't even study in college.
Which I didn't study in college. So when
this program was able to see you have talent to teach even Swahili.
They were able to recognize that. And they are able to give me, though they give me a token, but it's far much better than what was being given at home. In fact, I can even mention, look at, for example, the principals of high schools in Kenya, bigger high schools like Mangu High School, Maseno High Schools, Alliance High Schools. They earn something like maybe 100 and something thousand, but after deduction, they get something around 80,000.
Less than $1,000 a month.
Yeah. But the token I get here is even much more better than them. Suppose I was in Kenya. How many years should I work to be promoted to the status of Alliance Girls Principal, Alliance Boys Principal, Maseno High School? How many years would that take me? It's so many years.
More than 20 years.
More than 20 years. And not everybody get such kind of promotion. Not all teachers get promotion to become to the level of maybe Maseno High School principal.
So
in other words, I'm now getting the money they get at this tender age.
Can you speak to the teachers in Kenya?
Yeah, so the teachers in Kenya, mine is to tell you that there are many opportunities outside your comfort zone, but only if you fix your mind to look for these opportunities and concentrate in these opportunities. It is not only that a must that you have to come through the Fulbright program. There are so many sponsor organizations that can sponsor you, and you can come to the United States and teach that subject at a good value.
Far much more than...
Far much better. There are sponsor organizations like FACES. There are Alliance Abroad. There are other organizations like TPG. There are other organizations like Spirit Cultural Exchange Program. All these sponsor organizations bring teachers to the US. You don't need to suffer in a private school in which you need to do everything that you are told by your bosses. Look at what happens to the junior high school teachers. How can you teach 40 lessons in a day? 40 lessons, not a day, in a week. 40 lessons in a week.
And probably there are many students in class.
And there are many, take for example, Nairobi. Like schools in Kawangware, schools in Kayole, schools in Kibra. How many students are in a class? 60 of them, 50 of them, 40 of them.
When the students fail, it's your fault.
It is your fault. And you know what they do in most junior high school, the current junior high schools in Kenya, a class is assigned to a teacher. So this teacher wants to teach all the subject in that class. If they fail, it is your fault. Even the students themselves need a fair deal. They need to change faces. Another teacher comes in with another subject. Another teacher comes in with mathematics. Another teacher comes in with chemistry. But if you want to assign one teacher a specific class, so that teacher does not leave that class, the chair and the table is there.
You are speaking with some anger.
Yeah.
Because you didn't like it.
I didn't like it because, that's very honest.
Yeah.
Teachers are actually making the backbone of the knowledge that runs the country.
They are the drivers of the economy.
The drivers of the economy.
Including the future.
The future. But if you want to take teachers for granted like that, then you are actually risking the economy and also risking that future you mentioned.
There must be a way out of this.
There must be a way out of this. So I said, if people are not seeing my value as a teacher in my country, and I got an opportunity to come outside where people could actually value my value, then I said, let me go for this opportunity. And so I came here.
You said your spouse is a teacher. She's in Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to her.
Oh, hi, my lovely wife. I love you so much. And I know God is going to work a miracle in the applications that you made. Of course, you have also been invited for the interview, and you did the same interview. We are waiting maybe this February or maybe March. The result will be out. She was shortlisted for the interview also.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so if all things goes well, you're going to come. But even if you don't, because this is your first application, even if you don't get it, you don't lose hope. You still submit another application. If you don't get it, you submit another application.
The way you did 4 times?
The way I did 4 times.
What's her name?
Her name is Violet Matunga.
Violet, you've had the inspiration. Even if it doesn't work out this time, it will work out some other time.
Yes.
And indeed, not only Violet, but other teachers as well.
Exactly.
We'll put a link to this organization and others that actually bring teachers to the U.S. In fact, you can go to Bridge International USA and you can find an Excel spreadsheet or a PDF spreadsheet of over 200 organizations that bring teachers to the U.S.
Yeah.
This was just one of them. Let's talk about your life in the U.S. So what do? You said you teach Swahili. How is the teaching of Swahili, and what are your future plans?
That's a pretty nice question. Of course, I don't only teach Swahili.
Oh, what else do you teach?
I teach Luo language also.
No.
I said I teach Swahili. I also teach Luo language.
Are you serious?
Yes. In fact, I also teach English.
You will become a master of languages.
Yeah. So they speak English as their mother tongue here in the United States.
You are teaching Dholuo to Americans? I'm
teaching Dholuo to Americans. I have a student who emailed me and told me, I want to be taught Dholuo.
How are they responding?
And told me that I have worked in this place called Kochia. I have worked in Kano. I have worked in this place, and I know Mbita. And Mbita is very close to my home.
That was a very big surprise.
Yeah, that's a very big surprise. And so this student booked an appointment with me and over coffee. And when I went and we met together, she bought coffee and we just took coffee, we chatted. And currently I teach her Dholuo because she loves to work in private NGOs.
International organizations.
In organizations in Kenya.